Welcome to our YouTube channel, dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities and more. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's proceed with the latest Iraq dinar news and intel today. Please take these information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. Before we jump into the guru updates, I want to take a moment to address something up front. I know it can be frustrating for some of you to hear from people like Pimpy, FNULNU, Caparoni, and others. Trust me, I get it. But at the end of the day, they're sharing their opinions, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's actually the reason I created this channel, to bring you all the information that's out there so we can learn, evaluate, and grow together. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I don't need to keep repeating it, but my mission here is to educate and inform. I'll always do my best to form my own opinion based on the facts, especially from official sources and articles coming straight out of Iraq and from credible authorities. Could I be wrong sometimes? Sure, we're all speculating to some degree. But what really matters is looking at Iraq's actual actions, the reforms, the economic moves, the global partnerships, and asking what makes the most sense for the country. Most importantly, make sure you stick around until the very end of the video. That's where I share my full analysis, and I promise you it's the most valuable part. It ties all of this together, filters the noise, and gives you real insight to help you make sense of it all. So don't miss it. Now let's proceed to the updates. From Intel/Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. Article, Why is the Arab Summit in Baghdad distinct from its predecessors? I find these articles interesting. There's so many expectations. Can't you guys feel it in the air? They keep pointing out that this is different from any other time period. From Newshound Intel Guru Mountain Goat, once the parallel market gap is gone and the dollar matches or better 1-to-1, the CBI official rate of 13.20, my contact told me the official rate will then revalue. My guess is it will be around 11.66-ish or better. They might go straight to 1 dinar equals $1 even. Was 11.66 not the official rate of the Dr. Shabibi era when in 2012 he announced the project to delete the zeros was targeted for the fall of that year? I think Ali Alak has a better plan going. Better because he can, while in Dr. Shabibi era, Iraq was still under sanctions. From Intel Guru Frank 26. My I-Team have a source who works for the United States Treasury, and it was 2 years ago that I-Team's friend was assigned to the 8th floor of the new CBI building in Baghdad to make sure all the sequential steps of the monetary reform was successful. We now have the RI ready, in my opinion. He stated to I-Team he's coming home. From Newshound Guru, Militiaman. The United States is talking about currency manipulation. When Iraq has a real effective exchange rate, all those trading partners that have the dinar are probably going to get an adjustment. If all boats rise with the tide and all those currencies have more value to the United States dollar because they're adjusted accordingly based on their natural resources, which all those countries have a lot of natural resources, and if they all hold foreign currencies of each other's currencies, the valuations are going to go up. They're going to be able to buy more dollars with less of theirs. It's actually a brilliant way of doing things. That's why everybody is flocking into Iraq, because it's like a lottery for them to some degree. From Newshound Intel Guru FNULNU, Response to Guru MarkZ 5/15/2025 post. Article. The chairman of Iraq's National Investment Commission, NIC, Dr. Haider Mohammed Makia, announced the restart of 503 investment projects across the country as part of a national plan to stimulate the economy. Iraq doesn't need to revalue its currency at this time because they are engaged in the resumption of 500 projects with 855 total on the agenda. From Newshound guru Sandy Ingram. Looking again, the potential for the Vietnamese dong to appreciate against the United States dollar will largely depend on global monetary policies and Vietnam's ability to maintain macroeconomic stability. If the Federal Reserve implements interest rate cuts and global demand for Vietnamese exports strengthens, the dong may experience upward pressure. On the other hand, the continued strength of the United States dollar and ongoing trade challenges could limit the dong's appreciation in the near term. From Newshound Guru Claire. Article. Iraq expresses its readiness to contribute to the success of the ongoing negotiations between Iran and the United States. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. Article. Baghdad summit and support for transportation and logistics projects is a strategic pillar for diversifying the national economy. A neat article talking about all the investments going on in Iraq and Iraq working on prosperity for its citizens. This is not a country who will keep sitting around with a 1320 value on their currency. From Intel Guru. Frank 26. Donald Trump is in the Middle East. Do you notice everything in the Middle East is moving at the speed of light? Where's the monetary reform of the Iraq dinar? You don't think the monetary reform is moving at the speed of light right now? Yes, in my opinion. The Middle East wants what Donald Trump is preaching, and in the Middle East is the Iraqi dinar. It also receives security and stability in order for it to bring its head out into the public. Before ending with few more updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is valuations. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Guru Nader from the Mideast, I was checking on Forex and I saw something good. It happened last year, and it happened in this year too. Last year happened a lot. Last year it got to 0.00076 or something. Wednesday it's at 0.0014. Note, looking at the exchange rate from this perspective, fewer zeros is better for dinar investors. From Newshound Intel Guru FNU LNU, a revalued so-called international rate is a myth or a fiction since Vietnam is international, traded on Forex, and has been for a very long time now. When gathering Iraqi info, one must be careful not to succumb to rumor mongers and unqualified sources. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank 26. If they decide to release at 1-to-1, it's instant as quick as light, because it's just a button that every bank, every exchange center, everybody gets the new rate to be on par with everybody else. Now, here's my take on this week's updates, particularly on the topic of Iraq's so-called international rate. In my opinion, the idea that an international rate is a myth or fiction is completely off base. An international rate is very real. It simply refers to a currency being recognized, tradable, and settled through global financial platforms like Forex and correspondent banking systems. Iraq's dinar doesn't have that status yet, not because the concept is fictional, but because Iraq hasn't completed the necessary economic and institutional reforms. Some compare this to the Vietnamese dong, which is internationally traded despite having a low value. But the difference is that Vietnam has full global trade integration, an open capital account, and its currency is settled globally. Iraq's monetary system, however, is still largely domestic, heavily managed, and constrained by capital controls. The official rate is artificially maintained while a parallel market rate has existed, creating what the IMF defines as a multiple currency practice, MCP. This gap is something Iraq has been under pressure to eliminate. A managed rate and MCP do not reflect the dinar's real effective exchange rate or its true market value. According to the IMF's 2022 Article 4 Consultation Staff Report for Iraq, published February 3, 2023, quote, The official exchange rate is not yet reflective of market forces, and the Iraqi dinar is not yet internationally traded. That's the reality. In my view, Iraq is deliberately working toward gaining international status through digital infrastructure, de-dollarization, non-oil reforms, elimination of the parallel market, and IMF-monitored compliance. When all that aligns, the international rate will no longer be a theory. It will be reality. That's my take on this latest updates. Finally, we posted a breaking analysis video the other day. We have critical news from Iraq. A high-level Iraqi government delegation recently met with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, to discuss strengthening Iraq's currency, the dinar. Could this meeting signal Iraq's plans for an imminent economic breakthrough and the long-awaited revaluation or reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar? We unpacked and explained what this means for Iraq's economic future. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video. Bye.